Why did 7 of this country's players escape in the last international break? Along the Red Sea sits the country of Eritrea, commonly referred to as the North Korea of Africa. This is because they have been governed by the dictator Isaias Afwerki ever since their independence in 1993. Eritrea is ranked last in the Media Freedom Index, joint 3rd worst in the Corruption Index, below North Korea, whilst also being the 16th least developed country and one of the poorest on the planet. As a result, many of their citizens have the desire to leave, but are typically unable to, due to having the world's 10th weakest passport and needing an exit permit, which is often denied by authorities due to the mandatory military service and the fear that they would defect. Playing abroad for Eritrean clubs or the national team is therefore one of the only methods of escape, and it has become pretty common, with over 80 players and staff fleeing to 5 different countries between 2006 and 2021. The government has tried to prevent escapes in 3 ways. Firstly, in 2007 they began demanding a 100,000 NAK security deposit from each squad participant before every future trip. Secondly, Eritrean nationals living outside of the country started to become favoured for the squads over those still living in the homeland. And lastly, the FA withdrew from all FIFA-governed matches and tournaments in the last 6 years. However, in the March international break, Eritrea returned to action for the 2027 AFCON preliminary qualifying round against Eswatini. The unranked nation beat 159th place Eswatini 2-0 at home and 2-1 on the road to progress to the qualifying group stage and receive a rank of 184. During the away trip though, a familiar story emerged. Out of the 10 domestic participants, only 3 of them returned from the neighbouring South Africa, where it is believed that the remainder of them have relocated to in the search of a better life. This left Egyptian coach Hesham Yakan with the task of finding replacements for all of these players less than a month into his role. Find out why a 3rd division team could be playing Europa League football next season by following for my next video.